Hi, my name is Jason from Art of Creation Homestead once again, and here we are today. We're going to give you a quick video on planting peppers in containers. It's something we've done for years. We've only lived at this property for, this is going to be our 6th garden, so 5 years over out here. But before this, we lived for 11.5 years in an apartment in the city, kind of, sort of. And but we had our own space on a patio facing the east, so we was able to do a lot of container gardening. And this is a method that's been very effective for us, and something we want to share with you today to let you see that it is possible to grow food no matter where you're at if you just have some space outside. So what we're going to do here, we like to use these muck buckets. They are 70-quart muck buckets, and what you need to do first, I've already put dirt in so you can't see it, but take, before you start using it, you take and drill some holes in the bottom for drainage, several holes for good drainage around the edges and in the middle. I just use like a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch drill bit, and just make as many holes as you want to in the bottom for drainage, because it's going to need it. And then you got to fill it up with dirt first. Okay, so we used in the bottom of this some compost that we're making to put in the bottom, and then we've put some other dirt, some good raised bed organic dirt in the middle, kinda, and then we got a good potting mix here that I put in another bucket, organic potting mix, container mix. So we're gonna put it in there, and we're gonna mix it in with some of the other dirt first. Get a good mix. Get your hands in there. Get a little dirty. It's kind of fun to get your hands in there and start mixing it up. Just mix some of that other dirt in with it, and I believe we're almost to the top, ain't we? Heck, we're doing good. So I'll take. Sometimes it works best not to fill it all the way up to the top yet. That way you can fill in around it. So I think that's what we're going to do. And then we'll go through and we'll do some soil amendments, because it's got a decent amount of nitrogen in it as it is. But it's going to need some bone meal for phosphorus. We're going to put 2 plants in here, so I'm going to put a decent amount. I'm just going to mix it in all this dirt. This dirt's got a little phosphorus in it, maybe not as much as it needs, so I'm just going to mix it around real good. The phosphorus, some kelp meal for potassium. Peppers need twice the amount of potassium and phosphorus that they do nitrogen. So that tells you something there. That you know, if you get 5, if your bag dirt or your fertilizer says 5 on nitrogen, it means it's going to need 10 for potassium or phosphorus, and then 10 for potassium. So we'll do that. I'm going to mix that in real good too. All right, just mix it in real good to your dirt. Look, for years, the lovely camera lady and I grew all of our gardens in this manner, and we grew a lot of food in some containers. We affectionately called it our pot garden, but that's container gardening. But we grew in all kinds of containers, including file crates and window boxes, whatever we could do. We just want to grow some food, you know, and attracted a lot of attention in that manner too from our neighbors and landlord. The landlord didn't care. We didn't ask her, but she didn't care. And so here we have a couple of peppers, sweet peppers. These are lipstick peppers, but we got the seeds from Baker Creek, and they're delicious peppers. Nice sweet peppers. Put them in here. We're gonna put 2 in here. You may feel like that's too many for this amount of space, but in our experience of growing food over the years, we've seen and experienced that peppers need a friend. You need more than one pepper. I don't know why, but they do better if you got a couple of them close together. So get in here and show the people what we're talking about. So here we got, see, so this is not a big deal. So that's 6-7 inches apart. That's not a big deal. That's not too close for this, especially for this preparation. So we're just doing that. Put some more dirt in here. One thing is as well, if you only had a little bit of space, you could do an entire salsa garden in just 2 muck buckets. you could get this muck bucket, put the peppers in it, get another muck bucket, put a tomato plant in it, and grow them all. And then you could put some cilantro just in the edges, kind of probably the tomato plant bucket. And if you wanted little green onions, you could put a couple of green onions in the edge of them, and you could actually still grow enough for a salsa garden in one of these buckets, or in two of these buckets. And another thing is, you don't necessarily have to fill the bucket all the way up. There's a lot of space here. Like this is a little shine dirt. We probably need to put some more along the edges. We have some more to put along the edges, but you don't have to go all the way to the top. You know, you can make it up here. It's going to settle some, but as long as it's in enough dirt to grow. Because we've grown 2 peppers in smaller containers than this and gotten plenty of peppers over the course of the season. And then once you get them in there and get your dirt the way you want it, sprinkle some Epsom salt around it. Because peppers also need magnesium for a blossom set and everything. So put some Epsom salt around them. It's a good source of magnesium. And water that in when you water your plants after you got them planted, okay? But I just want to let you know that you don't feel like you don't have enough space, like you can't do something. There's always a way. If you want to grow peppers, if you want to grow food at all, there's always a way to grow something. Do not let your circumstances dictate your life. You know, you dictate your life. You run your life in accordance with God's plan and the way you think God wants you to do it. But, so be encouraged. Don't ever give up. Again, my name is Jason. This is the Art of Creation Homestead. God bless you. Goodbye.